What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you a story time about a time where I felt the need to um, basically do something different for my children and actually take responsibility of my life and take ownership of my life. So, for starters, I was living back in my hometown and I was offered pretty much like an opportunity to come here and be able to work full time. My kids would be taken care of, and everything would pretty much be paid for along the way. All I had to do was just get up and go. And so it sounds a lot easier than what it really actually is, but as I'm leaving and doing everything that I had to do, like as far as getting a truck to carry all of my furniture and everything that I had like needed and everything. Like the devil was busy. The devil was busy because he was pretty much trying to destroy everything that was being created. He was just trying to come in and he was trying to destroy everything. And with one of my previous relationships that I had, it just went downhill. Like everything about it was just you just couldn't. The devil really had his foot, you know, in the door. So by the time that I did actually move here and, kind of get settled, what happened was I actually had to stay at like um, basically a hotel, guys, a hotel, and it was like a suites hotel. It came with a kitchen, fully equipped, um, and it was just like a little miniature apartment. And at first, I was very like, it was so hard for me to, because I just had left a whole house and now I had to come back to a small area with three children, and like my babies were so small, and it was just really something that is just stress, like stress, stress. My hair came out. I just, it was just a very rough time and period for me in my life. I was praying to God and, um, just trying to find my way. But I did get a job and my children was taken care of. I was just trying to build up the money and build up the time and everything to do what I had to do to be able to get into a place of my own. So then another extraordinary event happened. Um, and I was literally like it was just life was just hitting me with a whole bunch of bullets at one time, and it's just like I was dodging every last one of them, y'all. I really was dodging every last one of them. And I got to a point where I just told myself, I said, you know what, self, I'm not going to let my children down. I'm not going to let my children down. I'm not going to be a failure. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to just throw in the towel like that. Not that easy. I'm a tough cookie. So I just kept grinding, guys. And there was times where my car start messing up. I have functioning problems with my car. And it was just a lot that I had to do, as well as just be one single parent with three children, like struggling to get by. Like, well, I mean, it wasn't really struggling because I had a job and I had some money, in my pocket. But the part where it's struggling is just that I didn't have enough money saved as far as to actually get me a place. And then I was basically living paycheck to paycheck, kind of like, and then also just paying for somewhere, for a roof over our head. So nothing really changed for, I would say, maybe 4 to 5 months. Nothing really changed. Like I kind of just, maybe 4 months. I kind of went in, went hard, tried to do what I had to do, stressed out, hair fell out, cried, prayed. And I mean, also, all at the whole time through, before I even left, guess what? I was a person who had faith. So if you have faith and you're like me and you have faith, this story is for you, because as I'm going in life and as I'm making my way downtown, like God knows, like this is a side note, I would just say that God knows your heart and God knows what you can bear. And he wouldn't put you through things if he didn't think that you can go through them by yourself. Or, he wouldn't put you through that. He'd do that so he can get you stronger for what he's going to give you. So if you believe in faith, then you would have to believe that there's no other way around, like, elevating if you don't go through something and having hard and troubled times. And I'm literally a living testimony, because by the time that I was just in the hotel room and doing the same thing every day with my children, just taking them to daycare, and going to work at the daycare, and just trying to build up money, trying to basically save money and do all that, like, I had a blessing in disguise. Like, I had a blessing in my bank account. And it wasn't nobody but God. Like, it just wasn't nobody but God. Like, after all the things that I've been going through, after all the scriptures I read, after all of the prayers I prayed, after everything that I've been going through, after all of the times where I was just alone, after all of the times where my child was crying in the middle of the night and everybody in the hotel trying to sleep and she crying and I don't know what to do because I'm sleepy. Like, I really it might have been that she was hungry, and then the thing is I fed them. So it's like, it was just God, because he just showed me, and he actually, like, what I wanted is what I got. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it the way that I wanted to get it, but I got it in the end. Like, in the end, it was just a whole different way that he rerouted me back to where I really needed to be. And honestly, it's just really a blessing from God. Like, I would get into the details on how and what was it and everything. But if you would like to hear more of the story, then you should like this video. But other than that, guys, I just wanted to come on here and tell my little story time about how I really was blessed. Like, if nobody really knows what I've been through from back in my hometown. Like, nobody knows really what the struggle may have been like with 3 children, y'all. 3 children, like 3 small babies, ages 1, 2, and 3. And I literally had to pray. And if you don't know, like, prayer do change things. Like, if you put it in your mind that you're going to pray, and that, like, even if you're not going through anything, you still have to pray. If you're not going through anything, that's the best time, because by the time you are going through something, then he's going to remember all the times that you prayed. Or, like, really, prayer changes things. And that's all the advice I can really give to you out of this story. Like, I really hope you guys take my advice, when it comes down to prayer and having faith, because literally God just stepped in on time. Like, he stepped in on time. And then it probably was a week where I felt like I didn't have enough that week, and I just magically had enough. Like, and it's not magic, it's just faith. It's just how much faith I had, and it's how God stuck with me, through all the times. And it's just like, sometimes I felt like he wasn't there, but he was. And yeah, that's the end of this video, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that, like, really, prayer changes things.